Hi.
Welcome to Mystery Monday.
Welcome to Mystery Monday.
Okay, feels like there's an echo in here. We are sincerely sorry that we missed last Mystery Monday. So we're gonna try to be extra mysterious. Extra is what I said. Okay. You'll figure that out with editing, right?
And today, on the barrel...
I can say can you stop doing, like, honest to God?
I never know.
Can you stop doing that? Is there like a set amount of things we're allowed to say before we say "and today on the barrel"?
No, I like the amount that's this.
And today on the barrel. This mystery.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
So, at any rate, this is a mystery. Dustin doesn't know what it is, and he's going to taste it and see what he thinks of it. And the rest of you, maybe you've had it before, maybe you haven't, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. But we're going to find out what we think of it. Oops, cheers.
I already know what this is because of that E flat.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nothing is better than the glug glug.
Right.
Nothing in life.
This is now going away. Okay? All right. You can take off your blindfold. I wish you could put it over your mouth.
I thought that this year we were going to be...
You're at risk
Kinder.
for cruising for a bruising.
I thought I was supposed to announce when I'm at risk.
No, the risks were dual risks.
Wow, look at this. Look at this color here. We got a nice little gold area. Volume-wise, it's about 30 volumetric knots. I don't have a Bunsen cylinder, but...
Thank God.
Oh, what? This is like a candied...
This is almost like... No, finish your statement first, then I'll say something. This is like a candied what?
Sort of reminds me of like a pack of not nerds. What's the frickin' fruits again?
Oh,
We forgot them a long time ago in a video, and so many people were just like, I thought it was something like nerds or something, but it's not. Runts.
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 What's so funny is that I used to eat those all the time. Like, not all the time, but like as far as candies go, I definitely would choose those or would get them.
I would always just pick out the bananas because I love the bananas.
Yeah, I would eat the bananas begrudgingly. So it's a bummer we didn't find ourselves until later in life because I would have loved to have given you all of the bananas out of my pack.
Thank you. That's really nice of you to do.
What I was gonna say is that this tastes almost like a marriage between the two ryes that we did
Last
episode, the Russells and the Rare Breed.
Yeah, it kind of does.
It kind of tastes like this merriment of them because it smells like cherry and vanilla and its sweetness, but it also has like a little bit of like a chemical permanent marker.
Man, it's like
tangy.
It's nice and fresh though. Like
yeah, it definitely every time I go in for it, the scent hasn't fallen flat.
Yeah, this is very, very just like a candied sweetness.
I'm gonna sneeze.
God. Even though I knew it was coming, it's like watching a movie where there's a jump scare. Still got me.
Don't worry, I spared the barrel and the whiskey.
Thank you.
I don't know about Mom's wine though.
Your mom lives here?
Yeah. It's nice.
It is really nice. I like the nose is pretty much purely, dense candied sugary sweetness. I would guess that it's a rye, but it could be a high rye bourbon because I think there's a lot of cherry in here too. Not a lot of like wood notes though. I don't get a ton of wood, maybe a little bit there.
If anything for me, I get like a stain, like a wood stain, not like a...
Yeah, more of like a varnish situation than any like wood extracted spices.
And maybe like a glue. All right, we gotta go in. The front is a little light. The end tastes like kind of like a, this is gonna sound weird, like a library book. Like, I'm not eating library books. I don't currently own a library card, so nobody can hunt down the books that I've recently rented and check to make sure that I haven't eaten them.
I'm laughing because I know what you mean.
They taste...
And you're not wrong. I could absolutely see old pages
Taste
of
it again.
soft cover.
It's a really mild...
it is mild.
It's a really mild entry point, and then it develops a little bit more in the middle and towards the end. But it stays on the it's not sweet, right? I'm not saying there's no sugar, but it really just isn't.
It's not. The nose
sweet.
The nose set me up to expect like a really nice, dense, sugar-coated tongue sweetness.
Yep.
And that didn't happen. The palate is way more on the like wood barrel influence side of things than it is on the more sweet grain side of things.
I know you hate saying this, but it is very drinkable. Like, it's very easy to sip. If I'm hanging out, like, oh my God.
I spend too much time in the deep end.
Okay. If I'm hanging out playing cards, which we've been doing a lot of lately, I could see sipping on something like this because it's something that like isn't gonna like take you down.
Yeah, and it doesn't require a lot of your attention really. Like you're not taking a sip and just going like, oh, what's that? Oh, what? Oh, what? You just kind of, I'm in the mood for a nice, presumably a rye.
It gets better with each sip, I feel like. Each sip I appreciate a little bit more, but it's definitely mild. Like it's
if I had to, I mean, it's got to be a sub, I'm going to say either at or right under 50% for a alcohol volume, Erlenmeyer glue.
Keep talking.
And
I don't know whose that was.
man, a rye that's like more on sort of the woody side, not so sweet. I think I'm going with a rye. I think I'm locking that in.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wait, make a wish. Is that? I don't know. Is that how?
Did we get it?
I don't know.
Gotta ask Jiminy Cricket.
Oh.
I know. Doesn't that song? Every time I hear that song, it brings out when I was so fortunate to have gone to Disney World as I was 4 years old at the time, and I don't like remember it per se, but I do remember the wonder
the day that you played the Titans.
Never mind. I think that this is a rye. I think that it's probably right at 50%.
Okay.
Which leads me to believe. I don't know why it just popped in my head because I said 50% and then I was like, oh, bottled and bond. And it's something that I haven't had in a while. I'm gonna guess New Riff, bottled and bond, rye.
Okay. You do that. It is a tall bottle.
What?
Oh, I think we just blew Dustin's mind.
Oh. I'm at risk.
He's at risk.
I'm at risk of falling, and I'm at risk of being an idiot.
Okay. First of all, before we get into whatever you're at risk about, this bottle is brought to us by Dustin and, well, my cousin, because marriage, but Dustin's cousin, Morgan. He brought this for us. We saw him recently. We don't get to see him very often. He's been telling us for a while that he's got a bottle of Eagle Rare with our name on it, and it's not something that we can find here very easily.
Yeah, but apparently abundant in the northwestern corner of old North Dakota, out in the snowy banks of a field. That's where I always imagine you, Morgan, is just out in a snowy field, like in camo, in a blind or something. Even if it's not hunting season.
He's constantly hunting.
Maybe you just hang out. But no,
drinking Eagle Rare, probably.
Yeah, exactly. So I had never had Eagle Rare until
probably
a few
4
weeks
weeks ago, yeah.
Definitely enjoyed it. And
I enjoyed it as well. I took a sip.
And I don't remember it being so rye-like. I remember when I had it at the bar, it being like slightly more candied than I thought this was, which is why it kind of threw me for a loop here. But
So it's 45% alcohol by volume, which you did guess that it's sub 50, but you were a little off.
no, so definitely.
Which I do think it drinks that way, like 45. I don't know that I would call it a full complex body. And maybe that's like, subjective based off like some of the things that we've tasted lately. I don't know. Just finished mine too.
Wow, man, I guess I don't know what the mash bill is, but man, I really tasted rye.
I agree with you that it did not on nose or taste like a classic bourbon.
Well, hot frickin' balls.
Okay, you can't say that.
God, here I'm thinking it's a rye. Here you're knowing it's a bourbon.
Well, me knowing that it's a bourbon might have come when I pulled it back out again. I don't. Right, we're at risk right now for our dog trying to play with us. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Morgan, for donating this
Thanks,
bottle.
Morg.
And thank you to... Thank you to...
Tune in next time when we all watch Kaylin start her journey with Rosetta Stone in the English language.
Beep, boop, boop.
Not off to a good start.
I feel like 2025, I got factory reset.